Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell. I do have free tutorials on here for Country Craft Creations. I also have some project shares, and today that's what I'm going to do is show you something that I've made using the Paper Rose Studio Candy Treats collection. So this is not a design team project. This is just something that I picked up when I was in Utah. And decided to put some cards together. Usually I make folios or albums, but lately I've been kind of making more cards than normal. If you take a look, this is by Paper Rose Studio. It is 6x8 and you get 18 sheets, so you get a lot. You could also make an album out of this, even though they give you ideas for cards. This has such cute paper that it would make a great album. So let me show you the paper just real quick, and then I'll show you some of the cards I've made. So there's 18 sheets, there's 3 of each design, and so on one side is one pattern, and then you'll see on the other side there's another pattern. So how cute is that? It was hard deciding which side to use. I've used one of each sheet for cards, and I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest yet. But I love the graphics on here, and all the cute food items and roses. And then the last, is this the last one? Nope, 2 more. This one's more teacups and things like that. And then this cute ice cream truck. Okay, so what I did when I made cards, they suggest that you just fold them in half and make your card like so, but I didn't want to waste any paper. So I divided these in half. Well, basically I cut them for a 5 and a, what is that? 5.5 by 4 1/4 inch card. So I just took an 8.5 by 11 and folded it in half. And so, no, I cut it in half, excuse me, and then I folded it in half. And so that's how I got my card size. So what I did after I folded it in half, I took, like I said, the paper and cut it down. So if the width is 4 1/4, I went ahead and made this 4 1/8. And the height of my card is 5.5, so I went 5 3/8. So first thing I did was just cut the paper in half, decide which side I wanted to make for the cover or the front of the card, and glued it down. So here's a couple I haven't done yet. Okay, so just getting started. And I still have 2 of each sheet, and along with the kit, the paper, you get some punch outs and some there were some circle patterns or some circle designs and some quotes, some sayings. And so what I did is I just kind of came through and punched everything out and put them in a tray. But these are really cute. I love that ice cream truck. The roses in the cone, that's cute. So I think I've only used one of the circles so far, but I've used quite a few of the sentiments because they're small. And they're perfect for cards, but it's thanks so very much, sending lots of love, happy birthday, congrats, hope you feel better soon, that type of thing. And then there were a few cutouts that were not the circles. That one's adorable. There's a window one that I used on one of mine. So I'm going to show you the cards that I made, and I purposely tried to make some that were very plain and some that were a lot more ornate and decorated. Excuse me, I like the 3D cards. I would put them in like a gift bag. I wouldn't put them in an envelope because they're too fat. But so this comes with the card inspiration sheet. I'm not using this as I make mine. However, it's a good place to start if you don't know what you want to put on the cards. So that's handy to have. So I'll start with my basic ones. So I went through my stash and just got a couple things out that I thought would go. I have a tag punch and just put a button and the word thanks on there. I had some rickrack that matched. I had this wooden flower and I put a heart in the center. So I don't have anything on the inside, but that was, pretty basic and plain. Nothing too fancy. And then I have this one that says thanks so very much. I had a die that I cut out for a frame. Here's one of those punch outs. I have a little piece of lace behind there because I didn't the foam squares or the foam tape I used, you could see a little bit of black, so I wanted to cover that up. So I just put a little bit of trim, and then I put a ribbon bow with pearl and put a couple enamel dots down here. And was there another easy one? Okay, so what I did next was I made a really simple card. I thought this would be good for Valentine's Day, and all I did was punch out love you, and I have some of the, these are from Country Craft Creations, these little dot things. I love them. I use them as accents all the time. So then I thought, well, how could I make this card a little bit more decorated without going overboard, because you've got a lot going on down here. So what I did was I made another one that said love you, but this time I added a little bit more detail. So I have 2 different trims down at the bottom. I have some of that art glitter, you know, that, oh, what do you call that? Fantasy fibers, I think is what it's called. Stuck some behind this flower. I have a doily die that I cut into 4ths and put in that corner. Again, I have some of that fiber underneath this butterfly that's got glitter on it. And I just thought that that was good to kind of see how you could do very basic or just give it a little bit more pizzazz, I guess. Okay, so those are the ones that were a little bit basic for me. And so now I'll show you the ones that are more decorated. So this one says thinking of you. It had this center flowers in the bottom. So I die cut some leaves, and I have some leaves in the background that you don't see. You just kind of see the swirls. And I tried to find the right color green to match the green here for my flowers, but I don't know. Couldn't find the right color green. So I had silver, so I used that. And then this is an applique that I had. So this one's a little bit more dimensional, but you know, maybe for an older person, I don't know. Okay, so then I did this one. This is the graphic 45 die that I got from Country Craft Creations. And then I kind of went through my old ephemera that I had from previous design team kits, and I found this one. I thought that one matched real well. Then I have a butterfly wing, added some flowers. I have a little bling here and here. And then I had some trim that was leaves. So, and then again, nothing inside. But this is a birthday card. There are some white leaves that I die cut too. So I kind of like that monochromatic, like the white on white a little bit. So that one's a little bit more detailed. Let's see. The next one I'll show you is this one. I just went to the store the other day and found some of these flowers, and I'm sure they're supposed to be for Christmas, but I thought it matched the flower. The color was really good. Again, I have that happy birthday wood tag, but I cut out some leaves, used some flowers that I had, pearl butterfly. I have a pearl spray right here. This wooden cutout was from, I don't know, some chipboard stuff I had. But I thought that one was a little bit more decorative. And then the last one is this one. So this is one of the cutouts, and I lifted it up on foam squares. Thinking of you. Again, went through my stash, found some, you know, this green pearl thingy. I have cut some leaves. I have a little bit of jute or twine, whatever you want to call it, that I just kind of put into a figure 8 and glued down. Some flowers from my stash. And then I have this die down here I used, and I put some of this trim. Country Craft Creations used to carry this. I don't know if they still do, but I love it. Okay, so those are some of the cards that I made, and I'm not done. I still have 3 more to do. I don't know if you can see all these, but I still have 4 more cards because I am utilizing the paper better by cutting it in half. So I still need to finish these. I could also make a little album and use these as inserts. That would be cute also. So I don't know what I'll do with those, but I still have 2 of each sheet. So I got to make something. And I don't think I need any more cards after this because I made some earlier also. So I just wanted to show you that, so to give you some ideas on how you can go through your stash and find things and doctor up some cards there. Or if you are going to mail them, you don't want it to be this 3-dimensional. Again, this Paper Rose Studio gives you some ideas on how to make the cards. So if you are interested, this collection, I'm pretty sure is still, I'll look for it and I'll link it down below. I will put a link if they still have it. I also used White Artisan, which if you haven't used their Artisan cardstock, whew, you are missing, because that is some good paper. So anyway, thought I'd show you this. They have other, Paper Rose Studio also has other collections that you can use for cards, and you might want to go to the website and check it out. But again, this wasn't a design team project, but I did want to share some ideas because I did get this from Country Craft Creations. So, all right, go check out Country Craft Creations and get yourself some card paper.